Hi there and welcome to the Taylor Walker Fit Kitchen. Today I'm going to make a great, easy weeknight meal that you can make in about 15 minutes or less. It's curried shrimp and snap peas. It's unbelievable, simple, quick. Our first ingredient we have is organic coconut oil. Not only is it great for cooking, it's an awesome beauty product. It's a natural plant-based oil and it's great for your hair. I use it once a week as a deep conditioner, and I also use it as a lip gloss sometimes from cooking in the kitchen. It's natural, it's plant-based. I'm not a huge calorie counter, so even though it's an oil and it does have fat in it, again, it's natural plant-based oil, so it's still good for you. It's like an avocado. So first I'm going to take 2 tablespoons. Okay, they don't have to be heaping tablespoons, but because it usually comes out and it's a solid, when it turns to a liquid, it's going to kind of boil down a little bit and there's not going to be as much there. So feel free to use 2 tablespoons. When you are cooking with coconut oil though, you want to make sure that you're using, after I do this, that you're using it over a medium heat. That's where you want to cook at. If it's too high, you're going to burn your food. So just make sure it's at a medium heat. We're cooking shrimp today. It cooks like that. So you just have to be patient. From there, we're going to let it just melt down. Coat your pan. And up next, we have Jamaican style curry powder. I love curry. Whether I'm making curry chicken, it's an unbelievable spice because you really don't need anything else but the curry. And I have to tell you, when you are in the grocery store, you're in Whole Foods, you're in Fresh Market, spices are the one thing that I say spend your money on. When I make curry and if I get kind of a lower brand because it's on sale, it never comes out the same. So if there's one thing I can tell you, it's spend your money on your spices. It makes all the difference in the world in the taste of your food, and you don't need a lot of salt or pepper or any of that kind of stuff in the end. So from here, we're going to have 2 tablespoons of curry. And you're just going to throw that right in the pan. It's beautiful golden color. Now I'm using a teaspoon, so you can either use 4 teaspoons or 2 heaping tablespoons. And what's going to happen now is we're going to kind of get that melted into the organic oil. And it's really going to get this great nutty flavor. It's going to open up the spices, and it's going to get ready to coat our shrimp. And if you see that it's starting to stick too much to the pan, it has this gorgeous caramel color. And if it starts to stick, again, I work with electric heat in my home, an electric stove in my home. You want to cook this for about 4 minutes. Get all that flavor out and ready to take on the shrimp, the snap peas, and the coconut milk. So now you let the curry and the oil really gel together until you get this gorgeous golden brown color. You really can tell the difference when it's ready because you start out with this bright yellow golden color and it moves to this nice brown, beautiful color. It smells unbelievable, and I'm ready to dig in already. We haven't even added our protein. So speaking of protein, we have 12 deveined shrimp. Now usually I'm cooking for just my husband and I, so I have a dozen shrimp right here that are deveined and detailed because then we could dig right in at the end. You don't have to work with your food. You don't have to cut off the tail. So you start by taking the legs and taking the shell off, pulling the tail off, and then you make a little slit in the front of the shrimp, and there you can see a dark vein running through the shrimp. You just pull that out, and they're ready to eat. I could throw a lemon on this right now and pop it in. But now we're really going to see how easy this recipe is. I'm going to take my 12 shrimp, and this recipe will yield up to 24 shrimp. If you hear too much of a sizzle, you don't want to hear too much, just turn it down, medium-low. Throw those in there, get the curry going, mix it around. From here, I have a pound of snap peas. They're just, you use them in really any stir fry. You see them all the time, they're super easy to get, but regular green beans will do the exact same thing. It's about a pound of green beans. And again, you can use up to 24 shrimp. I don't want to eat that much today, but a dozen works just fine. These shrimp cook super fast, so there's no need to spend an hour slaving over something delicious for a 3-course meal. Throwing something like this together looks gourmet, and it will wow your girlfriend, it will wow your boyfriend, your husband, whoever. So from there, easy, this is kind of a one-stop shop here. This is coconut milk. You can use full fat or the less fat. It really doesn't matter because you have to read nutrition labels. And there's really not a huge difference between the third less fat. There's some potassium in here, coconut, anything I love. As long as it's organic, as long as it's non-GMO, it's good for you. But read your labels, people. That's the most important thing. I am not a nutritionist. I'm a fitness enthusiast. I have a degree in phys ed. But the biggest thing for me is education. So now you throw that coconut milk in. The golden color of the curry comes out in it. The shrimp are already well on their way to be cooked. And how can you tell when they're fully cooked? Well, they turn pink. Cooked shrimp turn pink. So they started out white and brown, and when they're fully cooked through, they will be pink. You want to mix that all around. And last but not least, of our main ingredients, I took the juice of 1 large lemon. You know, the acidity, you always like to have lemon or lime juice with a fish. So I have fresh lemon juice. You can use lime juice if you like that more, but I have fresh squeezed lemon juice. And you really don't want to use the thing that comes in the plastic bottle. You want to use fresh. It's super easy. Again, 1 large lemon or 2 small lemons. And you just pour that right on in there. My favorite is pepper. You all know. Simple pepper. If you want to spice it up, throw some red pepper in there. I am going to use a little sea salt today. Again, it's all natural salt, and it comes from the ocean, so how can that be bad? But whenever I do use salt, I don't just throw it on in there. I kind of just want to use a pinch to bring out the flavor of the curry, the peas, the lemon juice, and that's about it. The other, I just throw over my shoulder for good luck, right? Okay. So from there, I'm going to turn the heat back up. Let this mix together for about another 5 minutes. Let everything gel, cook together. You want to bring it to a boil. So I'm going to wait here while this boils. So now that we have all this beautiful stuff in here, we brought everything to a nice rolling boil. We know it's ready to go. I know it's ready to go, A, because my shrimp are pink again. Not again, they are pink. That all these flavors just smell so wonderful. My beans are nice and tender, and I'm ready to rock. If you're not a shrimp person or a fish person, there's so many alternatives to this. It will take a little longer, but you can easily throw chopped up chicken breast in here. I love chicken thighs because they like melt apart in your mouth. They're a dark meat, so you can throw those in, you know, bring it to a boil, simmer it for about 45 minutes. Chicken will be falling off the bone. And then if you don't eat meat at all, there's tofu. It's always another option. You don't want to eat this every day because it is a soy product, but it's something you could throw in, half shrimp, half tofu, or you can just have the tofu. Either way. So now I'm ready to eat. I have here, you can serve it over whole grain brown rice. My favorite is quinoa. You know, it's a superfood. It's very trendy right now. I eat quinoa a few times a week, and it just helps really fill me up. So I'm going to take some of these snap peas, throw them on here. This sauce smells unbelievable. You smell the coconut, you smell the lemon juice. I always like to have a nice acid in here when I have a nice spicy dish. And of course, we have to get some of the juice. And you just ladle that right over. Lost my fork here. So good. It's still so light. It kind of makes me feel like I'm on an island. You taste the coconut, you taste the lemon juice come through. It's not super heavy. It's got spiciness, it's got sweetness, it's savory. You know what? This is a great, easy weeknight meal for anyone. I think kids, all the way up to those grandmas and grandpas will love it. Again, thank you for watching Taylor Walker Fit Kitchen. Follow me on Instagram, Taylor Walker Fit, and on Pinterest as well, Taylor Walker Fit. If you want to know anything about food, nutrition, email me at taylorwalkerfit@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.